Okay, I want you to imagine this. Tomorrow morning, you arrive at work, just like every other day. You grab your coffee, switch on your computer, and open up your inbox. But before your fingers even touch the keyboard to type a single word, an AI has already replied to every single message. You go to check your weekly report, boom, it's already finished. That massive presentation you were stressing over all weekend, beautifully designed. The meeting notes from yesterday, already summarized. I mean, even your boss looks genuinely impressed. But not because of you, because of the machine sitting quietly inside your computer, literally doing the heavy lifting before you even took off your coat. So, if AI can do my job, why am I even here? Why would the company still need me? It's a stark, honestly terrifying thought, but hey, you're definitely not alone in thinking it. Right now, millions of anxious professionals around the world are asking themselves this exact same question. Like, are we on the verge of becoming completely obsolete? Or are we simply misunderstanding one of the biggest technological shifts in human history? In this explainer, we're going to go completely beyond the panic headlines. We need to separate the fear from the reality. All right, let's take a step back for a second and look at the big picture, because history actually shows us a really reassuring pattern. Throughout history, literally every single major invention has radically changed the way we work, and every single time, it caused absolute mass panic. I mean, think about it. The steam engine completely transformed factories in the 1700s. Electricity upended entire industries in the 1800s. Computers replaced countless manual paper-pushing tasks in the 1900s. And then the internet? It completely reshaped the global economy in the 2000s. Every time, people genuinely believed their jobs were just going to disappear forever. And sure, some did. But honestly, most of them simply changed. And entirely new professions emerged that nobody could have ever even imagined. Today, artificial intelligence is just the next great revolution on that exact same timeline. It's transforming how we work, not ending it. Now, to really wrap our heads around this shift, we have to demystify the machine itself. It is so easy to personify AI, right? To imagine it as this super smart rival sitting at the desk next to you. But here is the plain truth. AI doesn't wake up in the morning. It doesn't dream. It doesn't desire a promotion, and it doesn't even understand what success means. It doesn't think in the way you and I do. It simply predicts patterns. That's really all it's doing. It analyzes a mountain of historical data and just calculates the most logical next step. It's not a human mind. It's just a hyper-fast pattern recognition engine. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates why your entire job isn't just going to vanish overnight. You see, most professions aren't just one single thing. They're actually made up of hundreds of little microtasks. Some parts of your day require deep, nuanced creativity. Some require complex human communication or really tricky ethical judgment. But let's be real, some parts of your job, they're highly repetitive. They're the data entry, the formatting, the endless copying and pasting. AI is really only targeting those highly repetitive steps at the very beginning of the process. It learns the pattern of the boring stuff, so it can just do it for you. Because AI doesn't need a coffee break, it doesn't get tired, and it doesn't lose focus. It performs incredibly well when the work follows clear, predictable rules. Think about these core tasks for a second. Sorting vast amounts of data in literally a fraction of a second. Writing those standard boilerplate emails you absolutely dread. Summarizing a 50-page document into 3 neat little bullet points. Translating languages instantly. Or generating basic computer code. These are tasks where raw speed and pattern recognition matter way more than human intuition. The more repetitive a task becomes, well, the easier it is for an AI to learn it and execute it almost instantly, without the careless mistakes a tired human might make. So here's the absolutely crucial takeaway of this whole explainer. AI doesn't replace professions, it replaces tasks. And we're actually already seeing this evolution happen in real time. Look at customer support teams. They're using AI to handle the most common repetitive questions, which frees up human agents to deal with the really complex or frustrated customers. Banks are using AI to detect suspicious transactions in milliseconds. Hospitals are deploying it to help analyze thousands of medical images, instantly flagging potential issues for the human doctor to review. In all of these fields, AI is taking over the time-consuming chores, allowing the actual profession to evolve. But, that brings us to a really beautiful question. If the machine handles all the fast, data-heavy, repetitive chores, what's left for us? What makes us special? When the cold, hyperspeed efficiency of the machine reaches its absolute limit, what is the uniquely human advantage that a computer simply cannot replicate? Well, this is where humans still definitively win, and frankly, where we always will. AI struggles immensely with things that lack a predictable pattern. Think about a highly skilled electrician trying to diagnose a super complex, undocumented wiring problem hidden inside a 100-year-old building. Or a nurse holding the hand of a frightened patient, providing that deep comfort that only another living, breathing person can give. Think about a firefighter making a life or death decision in a chaotic, unpredictable emergency. Or a business leader making a strategic, ethical call when there's basically zero perfect data to rely on. Empathy, ethics, physical real-world interaction, and profound adaptability, these aren't just nice-to-have traits. They are the absolute core of human value. And all of this builds into an entirely new, incredibly exciting reality. Just like the internet created web developers and cybersecurity experts, AI is actually creating entirely new fields right now. We're already seeing a massive demand for roles like prompt engineers and AI trainers. And these aren't the people building the core AI code from scratch. These are emerging professionals who specialize in learning how to work with, guide, and maximize the output of artificial intelligence. This technology isn't just a threat to the old ways of working. It's an incredibly empowering catalyst for brand new, highly paid careers. So, for the vast majority of us, AI is becoming an assistant, not a replacement. Let's imagine a graphic designer. In the past, they might have had to spend, 6 agonizing hours just trying to come up with 10 rough concepts for a client. But now, that same designer can use an AI assistant to generate 10 visual ideas in a matter of minutes. But here's the key. The AI doesn't finish the job. The human designer uses their personal taste, their cultural understanding, and their unique creativity to select the absolute best one, refine it, and perfect it. The tool does the heavy lifting, but the human provides the magic. Now, what's truly interesting to me is how this shift completely redefines what we actually need to learn. If AI has all the raw information and can just generate thousands of answers in a second, well, memorizing facts is no longer the advantage it used to be. The future-proof skills are the ones that turn that information into real-world action. We're talking critical thinking, deep creativity, human leadership, emotional intelligence. Moving forward, knowing how to ask the right questions will be far, far more valuable than simply knowing the answers. Because sure, AI can give you 1,000 solutions, but you, the human, still have to decide which solution is actually worth choosing. Which leads us to a saying that's been quietly echoing all across the internet lately, and it is perhaps the single most important takeaway of this entire explainer. AI won't replace you, but someone using AI might. Let me paint a picture of what that actually looks like in practice. Imagine 2 accountants, or maybe 2 software developers, both with the exact same years of experience. Now, the manual worker refuses to change. They spend hours upon hours doing repetitive analysis, writing standard code entirely from scratch, grinding through spreadsheets the old-fashioned way. Then you have the AI-assisted worker. They use modern tools to analyze that exact same data in literally minutes. They automate the repetitive coding, and because they freed up all that time, they can focus their energy on solving the really complex, high-level problems for their clients. The difference here isn't that the AI became the employee. The difference is that one person embraced the tools of the future, making themselves infinitely more valuable. Embracing AI tools is, without a doubt, the most valuable career decision of this decade. But look, even after understanding all of this, I know that lingering fear still likes to creep in. It's kind of the ultimate underlying anxiety of our modern age. If AI keeps getting exponentially smarter and keeps automating more tasks and keeps transforming entire industries, will there ever come a day when humans are simply no longer needed at work at all? Like, will AI ever replace every job? The answer to that is a firm, definitive no. And it's not because the technology won't be capable, it's because work is about so much more than just completing a task. It is about ultimate responsibility. Think about a surgeon making a split-second life-saving call on the operating table when a sudden complication arises. Or think about an entrepreneur taking a massive, terrifying financial risk on an idea that has never existed before. AI can absolutely assist in these moments. It can provide all the data in the world, but the final responsibility, the courage, and the moral weight of those decisions, that will always belong to humans. The future is humans working alongside AI. So it's really time to completely flip our mindset. Instead of sitting around asking, will AI take my job? The only question you should be asking yourself today is, how can I use AI to become better at my job? Think about it. The Industrial Revolution changed how we built things. The internet changed how we shared information. AI is simply changing how we think, create, and work. And history has always, always rewarded those who learn to use new tools over those who just resist them. Artificial intelligence is not writing the final chapter of human work.
Honestly, it's opening a completely new one. The real challenge isn't keeping the exact job you have right now. It's preparing for the incredible opportunities that don't even exist yet. The future has never belonged to the strongest or the fastest. It has always belonged to those who adapt.
So, the only question left is, are you ready to adapt? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Beyond AI.